Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to the biggest Facebook group of Indians in Sydney. I'm your friend and host, Priyanka Kapoor. Today we have Ramila, Bharat ki Beti, Ramabai, Ramila Latpate. She is a remarkable young woman who embarked on a solo motorcycle world expedition while proudly donning the traditional Maharashtrian Nawari sari. Her journey is an inspiring testament to courage, determination, and breaking societal stereotypes. Ramabai's extraordinary adventure has captivated the hearts of people worldwide as she travels across countries, embracing diverse cultures and spreading the message of unity and empowerment. Her unique choice of attire, the Nawari sari, symbolizes her deep-rooted connection to her Indian heritage and her unwavering pride in being a woman. Through her incredible journey, Ramabai aims to challenge societal norms and inspire young women to dream big, break barriers, and pursue their passions fearlessly. She serves as an embodiment of resilience and empowerment, proving that the determination and self-belief one can conquer any challenge that comes their way. Ramabai's story resonates with people from all walks of life, and her unwavering spirit serves as a beacon of inspiration for generations to come. She is a true Bharat ki Beti, daughter of India, who exemplifies the strength, resilience, and indomitable spirit of Indian women. Welcome, Ramila. Welcome
Thank
to Indian
you.
in Sydney.
Priyanka. It was a wonderful intro. And thank you for giving this whole opportunity to make the people know about this purpose and cause.
Thank you so much. So, Ramila, my first question is, what inspired you to embark on a solo motorcycle world expedition?
Somewhere there are triggers as a woman. Actually, we are always, I feel, underestimated with the intelligence we have. And once that happens, that, somebody in such a big country called as India is recognizing that even Narendra Modi, the thing I'm talking is about 15th of August speech that Narendra Modi was addressing. And he said that women are the pillars and the backbone for the developed India. So that was quite a bit of inspiration for me in the beginning, that, oh, he also thinks that women are important part of the society, because somewhere I feel that we are the core of the whole society we built upon. And then Save Soil movement was just happened by Sadhguru. And all of this inspired me that what can I do for my country, and what is that contribution as a daughter I can give as a benchmark to anybody who is trying to have some hope and faith in themselves in the place where they should be getting something. So that's how it inspired, and then the planning started. It took a lot of time in the planning. So that's how it got, the first inspiration or the first seed was sowed in that way.
Yeah, beautiful introduction. Thank you so much for that. So my second question is, how did you come up with the idea of traveling in a Maharashtrian Nawari sari?
So you think, Priyanka, now the saris are in extinction, I feel. That if we think of extinction, usually we see saris are rarely sold. And talking about the 9-yard sari, which Madikeri or Nawaris or these all saris are rarely found in the stores also nowadays. We have to go to some specific stores. 6-meter sari is available, but 9-meter sari, that 9-meter weave is also getting closed. And we have a huge culture of handloom. And that just clicked me that, if we prove the functionality in a way, then people are going to get it trending very soon. So that's how it
It's actually very good to hear. The reason is I'm very, very tall. I normally don't get my saris. So I remember when I was shopping for my wedding, my mother used to put a fall down under and a fall up there for me to wear. So
Yes,
my question is this sari broad as well with the wide? Is it wide as well, or it's just long?
yes, I am customizing it for all of you, and
Okay.
I am changing it actually for the functionality. As a modern woman, we are rushing and hushing everywhere. So I
Yes.
don't drape the sari anymore. I just stitch it now. So I would love to order for you one and then
Oh,
get it
I
to.
would love to. Please do one in green.
No, it is so functional, and I'm starting the trend of saris and sneakers. So it becomes more functional. So my whole this focus was to make it more functional, because when it will be functional, any culture can be accepted by the sari. In the pallu, if you see, we can put the aboriginal designs, which are already in the making right now, that we are putting the aboriginal designs in the pallu and giving it to Australians. Little India will be giving you the saris very soon.
Oh, that's great. Good to hear. And actually, just to let you know, I'm a biker as well. But unfortunately, as you said, in India, when I used to bike, people would look at me, and my mother would say that, no, you are not riding the bike now. But I'm a biker as well, and I used to, sneakily go out with my friends on bike, and I love riding bikes. Okay. So my third question is, what challenges did you face during your journey, and how did you overcome them?
I think as a woman, the challenge is always to prove your intelligence. Now, after riding to continent, I feel that people see that, oh, you're a girl. Can you do this? Can you do this? Continuously, you are under the pressure of doubt. And somewhere or the other way, till Sydney, I feel that until Sydney, I have been facing that. And I feel that as I take the title of Bharat Ki Beti, but I feel that the every Bharat Ki Beti or every daughter goes through this challenge every now and then in the small circumstances in her life. It's not to be having some unconventional to do, because we already in the home, in the kitchen, we do so many unconventional things that we don't need to prove outside anything. But I had to come out, and the biggest challenge I feel was the first was the financial, because as being a self-sponsored person, I had to ask people for the donations. And why I am self-sponsored, people say me that there are not brands which are endorsing, because this is so huge and uncertain ride. People cannot get the commitments of how can they as a brand get endorsed in the beginning. And I, being the title of Bharat Ki Beti, it comes to be a limited area for getting endorsed also. And talking about save soil and sustainability and all, not what not corporate world is not talking about. When I talk it, that happens to be something that is not going with the flow of their cultures. So that was the biggest challenge because 27 years old person, whatever she can earn, she could earn and she could put it. People take ages to plan for one country that time. So I also had a big challenge in that. And the second challenge, which I already told you, that as a woman, I was already always being on a doubt that, oh, will you be able to do this? Oh, can you do
That's
this?
true. I completely resonate to you. You can ride a bike on your own, and then you are going all over the world. Hats off to you.
Yeah, it's for all of you, because you all are like, empowered women in your own being. I don't want you all to be doing something unconventional to just prove what intelligence it is to be. And I know all the women are intelligent, very intelligent.
Yes,
At least they should respect our intelligence. I want to think.
intelligent, and we are multitaskers.
Yeah, that is, we have that diverse qualities. I have experienced that because of concern or care also, they used to say, oh, the bike is heavy, be careful. I used to be like, I know that it is heavy, of course.
Okay, so can you share any memorable experiences or encounters you had with people from different cultures?
Now it's been a huge journey, but I always tell about this experience, and I will always be keeping telling about it, because in Australia, when I was in Northern, I met Uncle Jim. And Uncle Jim is someone who I didn't knew. He was a Britisher, and he was staying in a small caravan park. I was just going to ask him that where I have to pitch a tent. And suddenly he saw me solo, and I'm a girl, and he was like, hey, love, you should not be pitching a tent. I have a caravan outside my house. You sleep there. And I was in the cold. I was like, yes, 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 yes. Okay. You can
Oh my
understand
goodness.
that
Look.
the sense of urgency was so real, because option was really of survival, because it was
Yeah.
so cold. If I would say no or I would doubt, the
Yes.
only option I had was trust. And
Australian people are very helpful. They
yeah,
are. Mm.
and he was a Britisher, and he came up there, and he had a, like, it was the beginning of my leg. And I had my riding jacket and riding everything, but the temperature were going 0 and -2. That I was not prepared for.
In Sydney,
And
yeah.
I was so worried that what I'm going to do the next 5,000 kilometers. I am not prepared, I felt. And I had already crossed the city. So that time, that moment of helplessness, I just asked him that, can you help me anyways? He said that I have an option. You imagine what can be the option for a riding person? That was, he gave me the skiing jacket, skiing pants, and skiing gloves, which were wind resistance and -16 degrees tolerant.
That's
And
good to hear.
yeah, and it was it was not usual. So people say that how the blessings are working, how the grace is there for your journey. How can you find a skiing jacket where there is not even snowing? There is no snow there.
Now you're in Australia, you know whom to contact. Contact me in Sydney and we're going to help you.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you don't
God.
have to think
But
twice
we'll have
before
to go
coming to us.
500 kilometers away.
Okay, so how do you believe your expedition is contributing to breaking societal stereotypes and empowering women?
I feel that riding a motorcycle in a sari made itself in a big statement. And now filling the life in it makes it more beautiful, because now people start welcoming the culture. They remember the roots that as an Indian also we know that we somewhere are still that feeling we have that we are Indians. And that I have seen in Little India, that so beautifully that whole culture is being represented. We get food, Indian food, we get Indian stores, Indian groceries. Then I feel now that that's how it is breaking the stereotype for women, that women can do anything. And my message in the beginning was anyone can create impact. So now I feel after 2 continents in this whole regions, the impact is really created very well, because we are not going and telling that we are here, but still somehow you came to know about me, somehow people come to know about me and they reach out to me. And that's what I feel that it's impacting as a common girl, because I'm a common girl, Priyanka. If you realize that I am not from a celebrity background, and then getting that name and fame makes it very unusual. People think, oh, what is so unusual? So many, but unusual as a common girl, we know that we have to make a mark. And when we get a place, an opportunity to make a mark, automatically the whole thing is created. And how it impacts. So anytime in Sydney, any Indian girl or any country girl have to attempt anything unconventional, you have a benchmark right now.
That's true. How many continents have you covered? How many continents have you covered?
Continents. It's been 2 continents. That is Asia and Australia already done. The third continent is North America.
Oh, wow.
And yes, it will be covering USA as a more region, because I have limited time. I have to do this in 1 year because I have to close this project very soon and start with the new upcoming project that will be supporting the Bharat ki Betis. So this whole thing journey will be culminating on 8th of March of 2024.
Wow, that's great. Good to hear. How did you bring your bike here from India?
I lifted it. Not from India. I did riding till Singapore.
To Singapore, you did by road.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and from Singapore, I have airlifted the bike to Perth. And from Perth, I did across Australia. So I have seen a lot of Australia now.
Yeah, beautiful. Like literally, you're saying all these things, and I'm feeling so proud of you. And I'm feeling like, we missed a lot of things. Like you've actually experienced a lot.
Yes, and I feel that every Australian should experience the Nullarbor. It is so beautiful. The outback is really beautiful. It is so powerful, and yeah, it's strengthening in your own self. Like if anyone who wants the me time, they should take a ride till Nullarbor. Like you don't have to plan anything different or anything coastal. Just go to the Nullarbors. They experience everything.
Have you seen any kangaroos? Any other
I have
things, snakes on your way?
I have seen dingoes, bandicoots, possums,
Possum, snakes?
snakes. Yeah, all of it. And kangaroos I used to avoid because they used to directly come on the roads. But before they used to come, I used to be a settled person in some place. So it was a fair deal between both of them. Like me and them had a deal that, you don't see me, I'll not see you.
I haven't seen you. That's good to
There
hear.
are lakhs of kangaroos
It's like you just pretend you haven't seen me. I haven't seen you as well. I know the kangaroo paws, they're very, very sharp, you know, they can literally scratch and they can tear a person apart. Okay,
And
so
and what is it that they are just wild and they are huge. So even if by mistakenly they are not even attempting to hurt, they are not used to unusual things. So something unusual coming makes them very much in that nature that they will protect them.
yeah.
And I will tell you on this platform, I'm telling first time that the male kangaroos we have to be careful of. The female and the kids are always the cuddly ones, but the male is always the protector. So he tries and protect from anyone. Means he don't understand the difference. These are
Between a
not how
human being and another person, yeah, and the animal.
he will always try to protect.
Hmm.
So anytime anyone going in the Nalabos, they have to be careful of the male kangaroos.
And how do we find out who is the male and who is the female
You'll
kangaroo?
understand the massiveness. You'll
Uh,
understand with the face structure also that they have that masculine face,
yeah.
and yeah, you will pretty understand it.
Yeah. Okay, so what message do you hope to convey through your journey to young women in India and around the world?
Believe in yourself.
Mm.
Nobody even is standing with you. Just that one moment you stand for yourself, automatically the people who are believing in your cause, believing in you, tries and starts trusting and believing in you, and that gives you the energy. People think that how this ride is happening, it's not about money. I always tell this journey is about people, and this journey is about grace. So there are so many people who are praying behind me for my journey to be successful, because that first moment where nobody was believing, I was the one who was believing in myself. And I will tell that every woman or everybody, it's not only for the women, but as a human being, I will tell that there comes a time that you have to question your own belief. And that time you can just believe that you are surviving for so many years. Like 27 years, I have been lived my life. I know I have lived my life. And that's where you stand for yourself. And then the world stands for you.
Okay. And how supportive was your family in all this?
It's always supporting. Like I know now, my mother always adjusts the time zones for me. So at the age of 52 and 53, when she's going through the menopause and all of this, I feel that that is a, language of love, that I feel that she adjusts her time zones according to me. And it's not easy because in Australia, the time zone is so in between that we are neither away neither early. We are in a different time zone in that continent. And my brother has always been supportive, because my business and all of these I have kept on volunteering this whole ride, and I have kept it on a pause. So he looks after all of that. And my
What?
father is always been a fundamental base for my whole existence in a way.
So what business are you into? I'm just curious.
Tattvara is my lifestyle brand, where I promote gourmet food and spices and beauty care products which come from the ancient Ayurvedas. And secondly, I have the pilot station, which is a pilot training institute. And
Great.
I feel that there is where the life coaching also came in picture, because I am always with student. I had to know about their mind and psychology, so I had to take the psychological, like, life coaching training also. And I feel it worked well for me, because I can understand the student's mind. And now finally, if Priyanka, you would ask me that what I am right now, I am just a philanthropist, because when we advise youngsters, we should really give them support of finance. We should not just advise them. You know, everywhere around the world, people just advise youngsters, ये करो, आप ऐसे मत करो. But nobody comes up, ये ले लो, आप 10 रुपए ले लो, और मुझे इसका हिसाब मत दे दो. Nobody comes with it. Everyone asks for how much you have spent. But right now, youngsters don't need that much pressure, because somewhere we don't teach them how to earn money. We tell them how to innovate, we tell them how to create, and then we tell them be mediocre, because we don't have money. So I am starting as Ahila's foundation in a way that being Save Soil Movement's part also, we are so many youngsters who are creating that impact under Save Soil also. We feel that that youngsters need some funding always. And I think that it is a talk of the town right now. It should be that financially we should ask each other, are we doing well? People don't ask it, and the pressure is always real. So that's whole thing I do usually. And right now I'm full-time philanthropist. I am trying and creating the funds for the people who really need it, and not from all the grassroots also. if there are people from the grassroots, there are people from very high societies like CSR funds and all of it is there. But if there is a youngster who want to create an impact, or who have that survival in place but want to attempt a dream, then ILS Foundation will be supporting them.
More importantly, women, women in
Yes,
India are very, very suppressed.
somewhere because they are intelligent, but finance is real, Priyanka. People never talk about it. People just keep that elephant of the room aside, but it is an elephant in the room. We have to speak upfrontly. People tell me that why you talk upfrontly about finance, because yeah, it is a challenge and nobody's speaking about it.
Got it.
Everyone is advising that help yourself. How to help yourself? You should tell the tech to help yourself. So, yeah.
Okay, so how has your Indian heritage influenced your journey and the way you connect with people from different countries?
I think that culturally every place is very strong, and when we go with the culture, we some sort of space is already created that I am Indian.
Mm.
And then if people are in love with Modi ji, if they are in love with Sadhguru, if they are in love with any continent's corner of being an Indian, oh, I have a friend who is Indian, they get connected to me immediately on that basis. So I think that helps me to connect everyone to the roots, and that's where my message that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam comes in the picture, that the world is one family, but our identity or our individuality needs to be respected always. Like, people think that why she's doing the show off. I said it's not a show off. It's just from my culture I'm coming. I may have to make it clear that I'm from India. And then they can prove because I eat Vegemite. Priyanka, I have learned eating Vegemite, and I've started drinking the Aussie coffee, which has to pour the milk, which is cold. So that culture, I can accept the culture easily because I have accepted my own culture. I am in a place where I really belong to. So there is nothing where I have to fit into. That's a very important thing I feel that I did in this, that I accepted where I belong to. So it becomes easy to accept anything beyond it.
That's true. Have you ever met these women? So they have a group by the name of Baikarni in India. I was a part of the group.
I have had a word with them.
Actually, a lot of groups now in India. The
bikers.
Yeah.
A lot of groups, but I have had a word with them, the owner of the group, and but then
few Baikarnis. I'm not sure which Baikarni groups. There are few Baikarni groups in India.
No, but all across, there is only one person who's leading it. She's from Pune. And yeah, and I have met, but
I'm talking about the one from Gurgaon side. So maybe, yeah.
So I have seen so many people as a biker, but I, being a solo traveler and a solo nomad from...
a big thing. A solo woman traveler traveling the whole world on her own.
That usually made me not to go along with so many people, because it is somewhere my weakness that I cannot really be with people. I need some space after time. And now, I do so many things and so many interviews doing and handling it solo. It becomes quite difficult to connect to my own communities, like the riding communities and all of it. But in Sydney, I met the Bangalore Club. Like in Sydney, Melbourne, I have met the Bangalore Riders Club. And they were very welcoming. And in the Goa, I met many riders, beautiful people.
True. Okay, so what role do you think travel plays in promoting cultural understanding and fostering global unity?
It's in my role. Like, what am I doing in that? I feel... See, Priyanka, there are so many elements in this that people get connected to it anyways. And ultimately, they don't connect to anything. They connect to the daughter. Because it's real. It is real around the world that we are daughters and we are this way. And this is how we are made. Like, as a female, we are always made to be graceful. We are gentle. We are soft. We are very soft-hearted always. But the moment it comes that we have to stand, we are the one who can stand for anyone and ourselves also. And I feel that makes us very resilient also, because we have all that powers that we can destruct. So we always be careful that we can construct everything.
So
So that's
which
how
bike are you riding at the moment? What is your
Honda High.
favorite bike?
It is a Honda Highness. I have chosen it for the affordability of the fuel and average, and it is a quite cost-effective bike. So when I am shipping the bike, it is handled by the uh, couriers and all this, so I don't have to get any damage. And secondly, that is a standard bike, so usually I can repair the small repairs of it. So I
Mm.
have had training of it for repairing the bike too. Uh, yeah.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Okay, so what advice would you give to individuals inspired to undertake similar adventurous journeys?
I would say that take a mentor with you, which would I can like just contact to me. I will say don't assume, just ask. I
Mhm.
always give this message at the end of my whole interview that don't assume, just ask, because people keep on assuming in their minds that, oh, what is she, how she can be reachable. But if you try and reach once, you can go with a probability of yes or no, but
Mm.
you should ask for help, you should ask for people, you should ask for attempting something. And I feel that if anyone wants to attempt some adventurous thing across Asia and Australia right now, they can just connect to me via Google, via Instagram, via Facebook. I have my all the details available there. They can just drop a message to me. And elsewhere they should always keep a mentor, because it makes you run for all the adventure very prepared.
We're very
And
prepared. Mm. Mm.
so that's there that I will advise anyone who is adventuring something this huge or this massive. It is possible to make it in a limited funds. I know that I have a blueprint right now, but you'll have to have a mentor with you always. That will just you can reach a call away.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that is a big thing. I will feel that find your own mentor first for an adventure.
Mm. Sounds great. Sounds good. Yeah, I'm a bit inspired. Okay.
Start it. Let's plan.
Well, I've got a family, I've got a kid. So
Take your kid.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, how has this journey transformed you personally, and what are your plans for the future?
I have become more resilient and more calm within. I don't try and prove anything. Before also, I used to never, I did attempt this journey to prove anything. It was just a celebration of my life. But nowadays, I don't go into the details. I let the people listen the silence of me. So that's changed in me, kind of that I tell them that okay, two continents. They feel it effortless because I am showing it effortless. So
Mm.
if there is any depth in the other person, they understand that, oh my God, how has she done it? And then
Mhm.
they start feeling it. So I've started emoting with a lot of resilience now. And things don't come to my, like, as a girl, we always have that we, everything matters to us,
Mm.
but we don't know that how to respond to it.
Mm.
Means we know, we see the details somehow. There are insights that ये नहीं करो, ये नहीं करो, ये करते टाइम हम हमें पता होता है कि ये कुछ तो आगे प्रॉब्लम होने वाला. But now it has become calmer that okay, do, if you want, you can do it, and then any other time you're gonna come back to me. So that's changed in myself. I have become more resilient, and I have become more quieter. So maybe after the third continent, I don't know even if I'll speak or I'll give interviews or no. Because somewhere spiritually, my soul has started feeling the depth of the human life.
Mm.
So it's a transformative journey in a way. And I feel now I'll be calmer and quieter
Mm.
than usual.
Okay. So before we go, do you have anything else to share with our people?
I will say
Indian
that
Entity Group. Yeah.
the Indians in Sydney have given me this platform to make this voice reach is a very big. I will be very grateful for all of you, because as Indians, coming to a foreign land and people connecting to us so easily and so effortlessly makes it more acknowledging that Indians in Sydney as a Facebook page. I will say that people should just drop a follow, because we come across so many good stories and it just takes a follow button. So
Mhm.
maybe that can change our own life or our own day. And I feel that the stories like me or like you trying and getting all of this interview makes and gives a smile to people, and that's what I feel that Indians in Sydney is also trying to attempt, that give a smile on the face. And it's basic, man. Like, I will tell everyone that keep smiling and follow Indians in Sydney, please, because it's my personal recommendation. As how they will come to know, Priyanka, why I'm saying this is how they'll come to know about the story. You came to know because you are in that field. But if the people are not, they are somewhere drifted out from their day to day lives. We don't even see news or something. But some pages like you really inspires people to how to live a day or take some message. So I will believe in yourself, save soil, don't ask, like, don't assume and just ask. And Jai Hind. And yeah, one.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ramila. That was very informative and very inspiring. So that was our daughter, the Indian daughter, Bharat ki beti, Ramila. Thank you for coming today and talking to Indians in Sydney. So see you next week with a new speaker and a new
See you.
interview. Till then, enjoy your weekend and enjoy your week. And thank you so much for coming, Ramila.
Thank you, Priyanka. It was wonderful to talk to you.
Yeah, talk to you again.